everyone, what's up? I am Alex Xavier. This is
Quincy Van.
And welcome, of course, once again to the Nomikai podcast.
Nomikai.
We're definitely going to keep these going, and yeah, it's definitely dark, but we're not silhouettes, as you see.
We have light.
Yes.
As God said unto Noah.
Was it Noah?
Moses, Jesus.
All right. Anyway,
I'm not a good Christian yet.
Well, yes. Finally, I've actually had these lights that we're using for this for a while. Actually, 2-3 years almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, this is gonna be the third year.
Third year. Yeah.
It's just I never really used them. I was gonna use them for my short film originally, which I had to rewrite.
Oh yeah,
and
we're
all
gonna
that,
rewrite
and you know, and then we have to do some changes to it
right,
because of the
true.
setting. So, but anyway. Enough of that. We actually have great lighting now. You can see us clearly in the dark. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So
I can see myself.
I know, it's weird actually having
I
good
should
lighting.
be able to see myself.
Oh
at
yeah.
least, you know.
If I can see myself.
I mean, yeah, Ebony and Ivory. Yeah, I mean, I almost called myself Ebony.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
like-
what are you saying?
It's like, yo, I'm darker than you are, bro. Hello.
But something like that.
Hello. I'm clearly dark chocolate. You're like milk caramel.
Clearly. But anyway, for the podcast today, we're actually having some vodka.
As you can clearly tell,
Yep.
we have gotten ourselves some Smirnoff vodka. We put it right in front of the camera because what we're going to do is just let you guys see the progression of how our drunken state goes, rather than you guess where the drunk state goes.
You'll see how far it goes. And
of
for our
course,
mix this time,
it is Smirnoff with cranberry juice cocktail and Tropicana orange juice, no pulp.
no pulp. We don't allow that shit around here.
It's actually quite delicious.
It's actually
it's like
really
a tropical
good-
screwdriver.
Yep. I remember earlier you were struggling a bit.
A tropical screwdriver.
Something like that. But yeah, so we are, of course, you know, we already mixed it in and whatever. We took a few sips to make sure we liked it.
It's actually really tasty.
Definitely
so yeah.
pretty good.
This is definitely drink one this time though. It's not like our first podcast where it was actually, it looked like drink one, but it was drink two.
Yeah. This time this is actually drink one.
This
We
is
just
drink
took a
one.
sip.
So you guys are actually gonna watch us drink this drink and continue drinking.
Yeah.
So
I made sure we took some sip so we know we liked it and all that and
that's
whatever.
So good. It warms your tummy up just right.
It does. It hits hard randomly. Like you first taste the fruitiness of the cranberry and the orange juice,
They just
and
heard
you
all
don't,
that
and then
first.
you don't. Yeah, I know, but they don't really hear or you don't really taste the vodka yet.
Not yet, no.
But then randomly, as you're chilling, just hey, oh yeah, I'm sorry I'm late. And the
It's
vodka
like,
shows
right,
up.
so vodka's like, hey sir, was that some kid jumped in front of me back there. I don't know what happened.
I hit him.
I hit him. Cops came after me. I had to escape, hid out underneath an overpass. It was
you know how it
long
goes.
story. You know
Yes.
how it goes. Anyways, vodka.
Yeah, so that's what we're enjoying tonight. Also, no, it's weird. Even though we brought our coats up, it's weirdly enough. It's that the way the weather is right now is it's cold enough to justify a jacket,
Yeah.
but it's warm enough where it's like, do I need? For me, I was like, do I need this kind of jacket? I should probably buy myself a light jacket.
Honestly, I'm kind of glad for it, just because
I like it.
We're kind of high up.
Yeah.
Just for everybody who doesn't really know, we are actually on top of a rooftop.
Yep.
Right now. Our background literally is the actual just like LA city line.
Yep.
So
hopefully, we wish we could actually show you guys a little bit more of what's exactly behind us, because it's way more beautiful than this pitch blackness.
in this
of
pitch black
doom.
abyss at the moment.
Who knows? Maybe
but-
we'll get a roof where one day we could actually have the backdrop of the city
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
that. Maybe one day.
Yeah, no, we'll probably have pictures up on any of our media accounts,
Yeah, all
social media
that.
accounts. So
All right, but
if you want to see the roof that way, they can go that way. Also, if anybody just likes to drink or wants to have a conversation about anime and manga, and you want to chill on top of a roof and get drunk, this is the place to do it.
Exactly, because we are actually open to guests, of course. So, of course, if all you have to do is simply hit us up on our social media, and most likely we'll respond. And
Right? Hit us up. Let us know. Do you like drinking? Do you like manga? Do you like anime?
of course, if you want to plan it, it's
You
best to speak to me, of course, since I kind of bring all of my gear, basically, and whatever. So it's like an opportunity where we can just meet,
Yep.
talk.
Gear, location, and drinks.
Yep. And drinks.
And drinks.
We take turns on who chooses what drinks for each week.
Yeah, we actually take different drinks. I'm currently the bartender. We are looking for a bartender, so if anybody just wants to practice their bartending skills and have a couple
we will be tough subjects
and
for
have
you.
a couple of guinea pigs just keep constantly drinking their drinks, guess what? We are looking. So
also, we're starting the order of for the Nomikai podcast a little bit differently for this episode in particular because we did, of course, see the premiere of The Rising of the Shield Hero, but we have a lot to say about it, so we're going to shift that to the second portion of today's podcast, and we're going to just jump into manga and stuff like that. We
Start
just
easy.
We want to talk about that, and I think it'd be easier for me to comprehend stuff because I'm sober still.
So, a little bit, yeah.
So I'm soberish. So
I'm getting there because, as you see, I'm already a quarter down on my drink. If anyone doesn't know, I am definitely the drinker.
Yeah.
The drinker.
I'm the talker, and then I sip.
Yeah, I'm the drinker. I'm like, all right, yeah. And the story goes in. And then I was at my wife's house and then I was fucking her in the air.
Funny thing is, we actually had a problem with our audio earlier. This is why it's so dark as it is already for us.
Yeah, we would have been, we had maybe a good 30 minutes of sunlight left over, but
we had some
one
issues.
of our audio recorders just crapped out on us, like entirely.
Yeah.
Like literally, it just stopped working. We tried to get new batteries for it. That took some time, and then we just fiddled with it for minutes, smacked it around, did the
suplex it, elbow drop.
Had to actually drop kick it, and it was like, but
charming way to tell a story. But
what can I say? I'm from the Midwest. We do not hide our flatulences and belches.
Oh, I know. I've seen you and your dad. But anyway, let's get into manga already.
Yes, you had some manga that you were checking out and wanted to talk about.
Yes, of course. I wanted to talk about this manga I've actually been reading for like the past year, I would say. It's called Dead Tube. And this is one of those mangas where it's actually bad. It sucks. Like the manga itself is not good. Like the premise of it, I think it's kind of a funny parody of YouTube in a way.
A little bit,
It is. It's a funny parody like of YouTube, but at the same time, as story-wise, it's just awful. And but at the same time, for some reason, it's one of those manga that you just can't stop reading.
Yeah, because it's just it's just slightly interesting. It's
it's
for those who just like stupid animes and mangas, Bobo is kind of a good example for Dead 2, only not nearly as retarded.
Gory, or not as gory either.
It's not as gory, but it's like, it's just...
Because, I don't know what exactly it is about... I don't know what it is about Dead Tube that causes, to catch my attention. I think it's the art style, because it's not particularly great, but it is charming, I would say. And then, when it does get brutal, graphic, and gory, it has a really actually it's that it reminds me of that freaking manga you told me to check out. I read a few chapters already.
The Kengan Ashura.
It kind of reminds me of that, but except
that manga finally came to an end actually.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they have an epilogue now written.
I didn't know.
So all the chapters that you have, that's all you got.
Okay, that gives me. I have a goal now.
Yeah, so for anybody who doesn't know, as you can tell, I'm very caught up with my manga.
Yeah.
Kengan Ashura has definitely ended. They written the epilogue. They haven't made any new posts. They usually make a post about every day, maybe every other day. Haven't seen anything yet. I'll keep you guys up to date though, but pretty sure that manga is officially done.
Okay.
And they're going into the anime, so the anime will probably be pretty short. It might be one of those ones that's going to be maybe 12, 24 episodes, depending on whether or not they're going to make the episode, 30 minutes to, 40 to an hour or something
the premiere kind of episode where they're
Well, the premiere episodes usually are long in general, but I mean
if
they're going to make
episodes.
Yeah, they're going to...
So like a Tawanakwan.
Yeah.
Where they might only make 6 episodes, but each episode is really long.
It's long as hell.
Or if they're going to do maybe 12 episodes that are still 40 minutes long.
Yeah, because the thing about Kengan Ashura, it probably went on... If you were to do 30 minutes, it probably would go on for 2 seasons.
Okay.
Maybe 2 seasons, and it has a trend.
Yeah, I read a few chapters already.
Yeah.
And it's actually, I'm a little interested a little bit more each time because I like people getting hurt. But
it's very interesting. Yeah.
But anyway,
first few chapters.
Before I forget, let me keep ranting about Dead 2 real quick.
Yes,
because it's one of those manga where like it's charming, but I think it tries too hard for the gore and the lust into it. If you ever read it, like it tries so hard to be graphic and edgy and hardcore. To me personally. Oof. And
wait till I tell you about these mangas I got on my mind.
Oh yeah, because like it tries just too hard to like give you the idea that all these we're killing people in these unique ways and these people are not normal. Okay, first of all, the thing that pisses me off sort of when it comes to it is the fact that these are all supposedly people, like normal people. Mm-hmm. But some of them have the strength of a goddamn gorilla. Yeah. And I'm just like, that's not fucking no. Like, at least make it, like, I guess, already the idea of it being, you know, of course, a series where you make videos on the internet to be graphic and you have to get the most views or you're going to be framed for everything that did occur for that competition.
Right.
Already ridiculous, but believable at the same time.
Right.
But then it kind of, like, turns me off in the way for my mind when they decide, like, everyone has, like, stupid strength. Like,
it's like everybody's got like supernatural powers.
Yeah, and I'm just like, it just makes me go from like, oh, this is kind of interesting to,
well, this is every anime I've ever read.
Like, if I want to watch someone have superpowers and shit, like they don't say they have superpowers, but like they act like they do, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
So it's like that's why I kind of get turned off for it. Like whenever it gets to the action, I guess to it, then I'm just like,
action.
Boring. I get like come on, like my for example, this is girl Mai, she's the lead role, and or lead female, like, you know, I guess for whatever the fuck they call that.
Yeah.
And she's like, she got her ass beat, and then she's one of those characters like, oh, I wasn't even trying.
I was just using half my power.
And then the only time she gets her full power supposedly is when the main protagonist dude is holding a camera towards her. I'm just like, what the fuck kind of bullshit is this?
Wait.
Yeah.
Your full power comes out when a camera's pointed at you?
Yeah, because she makes the videos for the Dead 2 thing, and I guess it like gets her all excited and shit.
So, she's a live cam model.
Yeah, technically, yeah. Basically, except very gory and fucking cutting people in half and beating the shit out of people.
So what you're saying is she'll make love to my intestines?
No. She'll cut them in half, if that's what you consider love.
Huh.
But anyway, I have another manga I want to rant about, but of course, you have like two you want to talk about, or?
Oh yes, I've checked out some horror mangas recently. The newest one that I've checked out, oh my god, this vodka's already kicking my ass. This is only drink one, and I already feel it's great. So the first one that I've been reading, I call Chicken, just because the name is actually pretty long.
The name is long.
Seriously, the name is kind of long. I'll hang on. I'll bring it up for you guys because I actually know it's in my latest updates.
Oh.
Okay.
Boy.
So the name of this manga is Bogyaku no Kokeko.
All right. Question: where do you get the chicken part from?
I got the chicken part because literally the manga is about. It's like this horror thriller about adults, all adults everywhere, 20 and up, turning into these giant man-eating chickens.
What?
But they don't eat other adults because all the adults turn into chickens. They only eat children.
That's kind of fucking dark.
It's dark as fuck. Okay, there's gonna be a spoiler throughout this entire thing, especially for later on in the episode.
Oh, yeah.
So brace yourselves for that one.
Yeah.
Anybody, I highly doubt anyone's gonna really check out this manga just because number one, that name is long as shit, and I still don't remember what the name of it is, and I just fucking said it.
Don't worry, I'll be nice and I'll put the name of it on the screen.
And then number two, there was one scene where this like pop idol news reporter is, you know, she's probably like 18, 19 years old, you know, she's really young.
Yeah.
So she's, you know, trying to do the news, and these chickens end up attacking her. They literally bite her head off. And they're holding her head, and her body just drops. And then one of the chickens ends up pulling her panties down, and it shows, of course, it's mosaic, which is, you know, censored inside of any type of manga or anime, anything like that. Mm-hmm. So it shows a mosaic of her, you know, of her woman bits. And the chicken puts his beak inside, like literally goes into her, and pulls out her uterus while another chicken's holding her head, facing her body, and her head's still alive. She's like, that's my uter, and then the chicken bites down on her head and just crushes it like a watermelon. I'm like,
that's overly,
That's why, like, when you talked about Dead 2, I'm like, bro, this fucking chicken manga is kind of the same thing. I don't know why I'm reading this, but I can't stop.
Yep.
Because I want to know, why these chickens? Why are people dying in such horrible ways?
From chickens.
Literally, a 9-year-old kid got his brains pecked out by a fucking chicken.
Jeez.
By a giant fucking chicken.
I'll drink to that.
Ugh. And it's like, it's so bad, but it's so interesting. It's like, why? Why these chickens? And so far where I'm at is literally just this old man did something to turn all the adults into chickens to make it so that these chickens would lay eggs after eating these children to create these weird half chicken, half human hybrids to breed with women only one time. Literally, they hatch out of the egg, they mate with a woman, and he blows their fucking brains out. I can't, I'm not making this up. Literally, this is the fucking manga. They blow their goddamn brains, he blows their brains out after the women get impregnated, so the women carry around these, what he calls these pure humans, which grow to be 20 years of age. So, I mean, I'm not saying that they're babies. No, they're literally 20-year-olds inside of these women that when they get born, they literally just rip their mother in half to get born. Like, the one character that you see get born from an actual female, he comes out of there and is just like, yeah, I'm claustrophobic. I didn't like it in there.
That's why he got out of there.
He's like, could have popped out when you were fucking fresh and a baby and continue to grow into a 20-year-old normally. Why did you stay in there? How did you stay in there? And what the fuck how are you a pure human? That's what I want to know. What is the difference between these pure humans born from a half chicken, half human hybrid breeding with a human versus the human beings that we already had?
Wait, how many years or how long does it take for it to develop?
It's like months.
Months?
As far as I can tell, only months have gone by in this fucking manga.
So wait, does this guy hate children so much and he wants like adults already? Like just to, like so we can have a faster
so far,
development process?
Literally, all I can tell you is that so far, he's just trying to create pure humans
How do you create pure human if you're killing, if we already have human, that's pure human? So what's the point of killing? Is there some science that he puts in? Like, we're technically not pure human because of, like...
I guess pure humans, I don't know. I still don't know. They have not explained what these pure humans are. Just so far, they have these pure human men. I couldn't even say children because they're not children. They're fucking men.
Yeah.
They're men. They're like 20 years old. They literally come out fucking, they burst out of their mother at 20. It's some alien shit, but with chickens. It's weird. So yeah, there's that one that I had to talk about and let off my chest because I've been reading it and it's been freaking me the fuck out. Now I don't think I've actually eaten a chicken in a hot minute now because of that. Like, I don't want to turn into a chicken. I'm 24. I'm about to be 24. I don't want to turn into no chicken. It's like, I don't want to turn no chicken. No, thank you.
Wait, your birthday's on the 11th, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, okay, sweet. Oh, when's the 11th, actually?
I don't know. If it's a Friday, then I'm going to be doing a podcast on my birthday.
No,
birthday podcast! Drunk!
Nah, it's a Monday.
Oh, that's on a Monday?
Yeah.
Boo! I fucking hate Mondays.
We can do like an early one on the 8th for you.
Yeah, that's all good.
And then we'll do another one on the 15th. We're going to do both. We're going to have 2 party ones for you.
We're going to have a normal podcast, and we're going to have our party podcast, and then our drunk podcast.
Wait.
They'll both be drunk.
But I was like, wait. But, all right, now let me get on a little bit about this other manga.
Your second manga, because I got a second one myself. But
I've actually been rereading a manga.
Which one?
I've been rereading Negima.
Ah!
I wanted to reread it again simply because it helps me kill time. That's the main reason. I have like a selective set of manga where I read.
Oh wait, didn't you say also wanted to read a UQH holder?
Yeah, or UQ holder.
UQ holder? I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I'm reading that. I'm gonna read that too right after I reread Negima.
Yeah.
Because I want to make sure I have all the information.
Oh shit, you killed your drink before me, bro.
Oh yeah, while you're talking about chickens.
My chicken rant.
Yeah, well, when you were talking about the whole, you know.
Second drink.
You know, pour it up. But I've been rereading Negima, and while rereading it, it has given me the realization that Funimation fucked that show up. Like,
Yeah,
Funimation fucked it up so much.
Did I give you more? No, I didn't. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But anyway, okay, if you don't know, Maho Sensei Megima is a manga about a 9-year-old who goes to Japan to teach to a bunch of middle school girls because they're all girls' school. So you already know it's a harem.
It's a harem.
And this actually, I read this before I hated harems, and I knew what harems were. So I'm glad I caught on to it now.
Girls Bravo kind of brought me around to harems, but after that, harems kind of just got stupid.
Yeah, I hate harems.
Look, Girls Bravo was actually fucking hilarious.
We already bitched about the last podcast.
Yeah, we did. Anyway, moving on. Negima.
I've been reading.
I'm making drinks.
You know, with Negima and everything. And you know, and the whole point of him doing it is to become so he could become a Magi Magister.
Yeah.
And he could become a wizard just like his pops.
Just like his Poppy, who apparently was actually a terrible fucking wizard.
Which is funny, because I remember when I watched the anime for it, this is the funniest scene when he's fighting Ava, Evangeline. What he does is, I love it, she's
By
like—
the way, Ava Evangeline, for anyone who doesn't know Negima, is a very powerful, like, 1,000-year-old vampire who has almost an unlimited amount of magic. And Negi's father is terrible with magic, so continue.
He's actually he's really good apparently, but he's a dropout, first of all. And second of all, when he was, she's like, wow, you know 1,000 spells and you do cheap tricks like this? And he's like, actually, I know only like 5 or 6 of them. And he's like reading a magic book, and he's emanating all this magical power, which is, he's really powerful. No joke. If you read the manga, you know for a fact he's really powerful.
He's actually got a lot of power. It's just that he doesn't really know spells.
He doesn't remember how to pronounce some of the words. So as he's emanating that much power, he's like, how does this go again? As he's reading it, and she's just like, yo, what the fuck? Don't use that much power and not know what you're saying.
It's like,
so he's a really powerful wizard. It's just that at the same time he was a dropout. So he's
like an idiot wizard.
Yeah, he's the way
I almost took that out of your guys' vision. There you go. Now you get to look back at our Smirnoff bottle. So now you see we've gone down from here to here.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, the way they described Negi and his father Nagi is they're the complete opposite of one another.
Yeah.
In styles and.
Oh my God, that's so good.
The vodka's not like mixed into it yet. You know what I mean?
No, there it is.
But, yeah.
No, it's there.
But
it's definitely there.
But the funny thing is, like they mentioned, like you are nothing like your dad. Your dad was an idiot. Didn't really think into things. Not really many strategists. Not really that. Didn't really. Kind of irresponsible. Oh, not kind of. Excuse me. Is irresponsible.
I said kinda. Are you sure about that one?
But Negi was the complete opposite, where he would his problem was he would overthink things. He would the only thing that he and his dad has something really in common is that they're both stubborn as fuck.
I wish you were reading UQ Holder because
is he? Is this clone worse?
He really emulated the grandfather more than Negi, because the thing is, he's actually a clone of Negi's grandfather. So it's like he really emulates Negi's grandfather.
Oh, I can't wait.
Once you explain that, it's like, yeah, that's Tota. Yeah, that's him, kind of verbatim.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I'm an idiot. You'll see.
I've been rereading it, and of course, let me just say, for the weird thing about Negima is, let me actually pull it up on my phone real quick, because I remember what chapter is when it actually, I would say, got good, because for a while it was one of those it was just another generic harem magical manga. Basically, that's how I would describe it. It was just really generic, nothing really unique about it. I'm so drunk I can't find. Wait, did I move it? Oh, it is moved. That's right.
It's like, I'm like, wait, what are you looking for?
I was thinking where's the manga? I can't read it. And I was like, where is it? So let me see, when did it get important? It got pretty good around. Further. Nope, not right there. I would say it got pretty good around. Oh, here we go. Around here. I would say it got good around the 70th. Words are hard. Chapter.
Words are difficult when you've been drinking.
Yeah, 70th chapter is when it got actually good.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Okay.
It's one of those where it was still funny. I still think it was actually pretty funny. Like I showed you that panel.
Oh yeah, that fucking panel.
There's a panel where one of the characters.
Yes, even you. Those
like,
people who don't actually do anything. I need you to do something.
Like the way it was working was okay. So it was the chapter where if Negi, if the class wasn't to be able to get out of like last place for the testing or the finals, Negi would be fired. So it's obviously this is one of the early chapter stuff. So you know he's not gonna get fired. But
Man, the way Baka makes you feel.
And what happens is. Like, wait, you're telling me if we don't get out of last place, Negi's gonna be fired? And it's just like, all right, everyone, we're gonna try our hardest. Even you guys over there who don't do anything or say anything, you're gonna try harder too. And when I read that,
me?
When I read that, I was just like, yo, they kind of like, it's like one of those things where they like point out the background characters. I thought it was like, you background characters, you're gonna do shit too.
Even though you're just here to be drawn, you're gonna do shit too.
Even though the funny thing is, all those characters are actually really fucking important, too. The background characters they pointed out to are really important, but really we don't know that yet. When around the time it came out, you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't have known that. I would have been like, yeah, they're probably not that important.
Where's my microphone?
It's right there, right there.
Hello.
Stop. Stop it. It's gonna be weirdly loud. But like it's one of those where it's just like. I like how, like, you know, if you didn't know they were going to be important, which is actually I like about this manga is every student of his is somehow fucking really important.
They're all really important,
except two characters, I would say.
The robot maid.
No, I mean two characters. I meant it's like the cheerleaders.
Oh!
The thing is, there's three. Actually, no.
I was saying because the robot maid didn't. I mean, she had a little bit of a backstory, but she was mostly just Evangeline's.
Yeah, but I mean, wait, are you thinking about? No. Because I know like what's it called? She has like two kind of maids. She has two kind of like she has two maids basically.
Black-haired one.
Black-haired one.
Was it black hair or purple?
No.
I remember in the manga it was dark.
No. I think you're thinking about Mana, but she's not a maid for Evangeline.
Who's the one who's a maid?
No. Okay, so Evangeline had a servant. She has two servants. She has like a little puppet one.
I remember that one. That's
but you know she doesn't. And then she had another one which was Chachamaru, but Chachamaru is also really important later in the manga.
No, she's really important. Yeah.
So like
there was a maid character that literally had like a good like episode to herself in that whole entire anime.
Did she have? I probably need to watch it again because I haven't watched it in years. Last time I watched it was like when I was at Justin's house, and you were there when I binge watched it.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I do remember that, yeah. That's right. Anyway.
But, basic.
You wanna shut the fuck up?
Helicopter.
Try to do a podcast over here!
Yeah, get out of here!
Get out of here!
Your fucking helicopter.
Right? Fucking helicopter going.
Sounding like my grades.
All right, now that the helicopter's gone and we've gotten our stupid moment out.
No, what about that? Oh, yeah, but like I was saying.
I was going to say, do you want me to go with my manga or you want to continue?
Actually, yeah, there's one more thing I'm going to say. If you haven't read Maho Sensei Megima or Negima Magister or whatever the fuck they call it, wherever you're reading it. If you haven't read it, I recommend you read it. I think you'll actually enjoy it.
Bro, we're not even halfway through this bottle. This is going to be interesting.
We're going to get halfway through this bottle.
We will get halfway through this bottle, maybe more.
Hold on, let me drink some of this real quick.
Right, I'm halfway through this drink.
It's a good thing we did this podcast a little later, because like last time I did it, I was drunk for 12 hours.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, he was drunk. He went out and partied afterwards.
Yeah,
anyway.
after last. Okay, anyway, but yeah.
Anyway, we were about to get off track. That's a whole other story.
Yeah, I'll save that for the.
That'll be like an end story, like.
Yeah, but anyway.
Podcast ending.
I recommend you pick it up. I recommend you read it. I actually think you will enjoy it. I know it's a harem. You have to get. It's one of those harems where like you can tolerate if you just push through to the 7th chapter.
Yeah. Because
other than that, it's just a generic harem again to you, and you're gonna be like, oh, look at all these girls flaunt. The good news is they don't overdo it like some manga or harems do, in my opinion. But other than that, you can go into with the other one you were talking about.
Well, actually, what I was gonna say was just kind of a continue for your thing is that for anyone that enjoyed Sekirei, Negima's kind of like a much softer version of that.
Actually, where it's that's actually a good way to describe it.
Instead of having all these girls be attracted to this guy because they kind of need him, it's really more of all these girls are attracted to this guy because they didn't know they needed him.
Oh wow, that was deep.
Seriously, because Nagimas, you gotta remember. Here's the thing you gotta realize about Nagima is that this child is supposed to be these like middle school and high school girls' teacher.
Yeah.
Which, for anyone inside of for anyone who values education, meaning you went to college, you study, you do tons of research. Anyone who values knowledge, you know that you can only gain so much on your own. So eventually you're gonna need a mentor, you're gonna need a teacher, you need somebody to tell you what you need to know.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the coolest part about Nagima. It's that moment where these girls didn't know they needed this type of teacher, but lo and behold, it was the teacher they needed. And that's what makes the harem really cool, is that these girls really start discovering that, holy shit, this guy's really teaching me something.
Exactly. And another thing is, I'm going to say this right here, actually, I'm going to follow up on that. And also for those who are educators, it's a good thing that you see, because he also learns a lot.
He learns from his students,
he's a 9 turning 10 in this series.
He's still a young kid, basically. But he just has more knowledge than these girls.
Yeah.
But he's still a kid. So he learns life experience
from them. Exactly.
Which is kind of what teachers do nowadays, because if you think about it, teachers come from a different time period than their students. So in order to relate with their students, they have to learn from their students, which means it's almost like being a baby and learning the new ways of society.
Exactly. And since he's so young, he's impressionable.
He's impressionable.
So he's a little bit more malleable than compared to like teachers that we're used to.
Yeah.
And that they're used to, who are older, already got their shit together, already have their mind set.
Right. Here's what I'm doing. This is what we're doing. We're gonna go.
Yep. And he learns how to become a better teacher.
Yep.
He learns how to the different experiences everyone goes through.
Yep.
And he's able to be a little more lenient towards it because he's so young in comparison to like me. It's gonna be like, for example, it'll be more like I'm less malleable than he will be.
Right.
Straight up, because I already have, I have my priorities, for example, set. I already know what I want to do.
Exactly.
I already know how I see things.
Exactly.
Where he is young enough where he sees things a certain way because of what he knows so far.
Yes.
And then when he learns more, it changes a lot more for him than it would for me. Where I would kind of now become more open to it, but he's just already open to it.
Yeah. That's it. That's a good one. That's a good way to put Nagima. Honestly, that's a good way to describe it.
And also has a lot of cool fights. I'm gonna say right there.
It does have a lot of cool fights. So if you're ever looking for a good manga anime to watch or read, and you haven't checked out Nagima, give it a shot. Give out Nagima a shot. And if you're not really feeling Nagima, try out UQ Holder. Wow, that vodka's kicking in. Anyways, UQ Holder is basically like the
It's actually the sequel to it.
To Nagima, but you don't really need to know too much from Nagima to really read UQ Holder. UQ Holder kind of explains most of the characters' backstory, so you don't really need to know too much. And there's not a lot of references in UQ Holder. And I'm saying this for you too, so it's like when you actually do read UQ Holder, I don't want you to go in thinking you need to know.
Oh yeah, I already gave the
Nagima.
I doubt it.
You don't need to know Nagima.
I didn't even know it had a sequel until maybe when did it come out? Around the time it came out actually.
You don't really need to know Nagima unless you want that real deep feeling of nostalgia where it's like, oh shit!
That's the main reason. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm mainly doing it for.
What? Your grandfather was Nagima's dad? You're Nagima's son? Wait, you're a clone?
Yeah, that's what I started reading it and then I stopped reading because I was like, no, I'm gonna because I only had a few chapters. And I'm gonna stop reading it, and then I was just I'm gonna wait till it picks up, and then it picked up a lot when I left.
It picked up so fucking.
So I was like, I'm gonna reread Nagima,
oh
and then I'm gonna pick it up on it.
I'm not gonna ruin it too much for you, but literally it was like, I'm just gonna give you a very short summary. I'm gonna try to do it in as little words as possible. So
I can tell you need to.
Well, the reason why I'm doing it as little words as possible is I don't want to really ruin the story.
Yeah.
But I want to give you an idea of what UQ Holder is really all about. Boy from small village has a big dream to go fight inside of the highest tournament that you could possibly imagine for any great fighter out there. teacher turns out to be very long-lived, immortal, that can actually help him get further along with his studies. Discovers that he himself is a clone of the greatest magicians ever known to the world. Actually, you know what? I can't really say too much for the third part, just because the third part's a lot happens.
Okay, then let's say I'm gonna save it because I know I'm gonna read it for sure.
A lot happens where it's like there's a lot of different twists inside of the story where it's like, okay, it does need a little explanation, but that would ultimately ruin the entire story because then you would actually have to know the end to explain it.
Actually, there's one question I have. Is Chao Ling Shen in it?
Who's Chao Ling Shen?
Chao Ling Shen is the Chinese descendant girl who is actually a student in Negi's class, but she supposedly came from the future and is actually related to Negi. She has buns and black hair, short black hair.
She dark skin or light skin?
She's a light skin. She's Chinese. She has Chinese heritage at least.
I don't recall.
Damn. I wanted to know if she was in it because I was like, while rereading Negima, and I saw like.
She might be, but I think she and Negima, is she immortal?
No.
She might be dead then.
Oh fuck! That means it's past her time.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Because inside of UQ Holder, the idea is that Negi and his grandfather are basically both dead.
Yeah.
And that's why Tota exists. Is because those two heroes are basically gone.
Yeah.
And so they needed somebody there, so he was made.
Which I do remember. All right. Anyway, get on to yours because I'm excited to read on about that later.
The second manga that I want to talk about is one that I read a little while ago, but it still freaked me out, especially since I've been kind of getting back into like the horror thriller mangas. And for those of you that have read it, you're a brave fucking soul as well. It's called Ibitsu. Ibitsu is about a long old Japanese folktale of a girl dressed in Lolita gear, which, if those of you who don't know what Lolita is, it's basically a gothic ballerina dress.
Oh, Lolita,
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, I'm a little drunk.
I got you.
A little tipsy. I'm not drunk yet, tipsy. Anyways, but it's about this girl that dresses in Lolita outfits that carries around a bear. And the superstition is that she hangs out around like your trash cans, basically, where like your garbage dump would be, where you would normally throw your bags of trash away in your neighborhood. And the story goes that this girl is looking for her sibling. And so she'll ask people by these trash cans if they're looking for a sister. If you tell her that you're not looking for a sister, she kills you on the spot. You tell her that you are looking for a sister, then she'll slowly try to integrate into your life until you become maddened, tortured, and then killed. So like no matter what answer you give to her, you're basically dead.
Oh.
So in Ibitsu, this character who has a little sister, by the way. He has a little sister. He goes out the trash can to throw away some garbage. And so he sees this girl just crying, holding her bear. And he goes over to see what's over there, and she asks him, like, are you looking for a little sister? And he tells her, actually, I have a little sister. I already have one. But then he goes back to doing his own thing. And just progressively throughout this whole entire manga, this girl starts stalking him. She starts imitating the voices of people that are close to him, like his landlady, himself, his little sister. because she wants to become his little sister. It's a, woo.
Yeesh.
This fucking manga got dark. Like the graphical details they put into the actual drawings. There was one part where the way she does it, the way that they put in this manga is that the way this character, this evil spirit, I guess, haunts you is that if you do have a little sister and you tell her you have a little sister, she basically tries to kill your little sister.
Oh.
To become your little sister. So this is one part in the manga where she basically locks down the entire school of where the little sister goes to. And one of her friends was staying after class to do, some she's like an after school basketball team captain or whatever. She's practicing. Yeah. This little girl takes a sledgehammer and breaks both her kneecaps.
Oh my God.
And leaves her in the gymnasium with both her kneecaps broken to just scream out for the little sister who's now stuck in this school, locked in, because this crazy fucking spirit locked her in there, or whatever she is. And this is what's messed up. She waits for the sister to literally run into the gymnasium where she broke this girl's kneecaps just to see her crying for help, only to take the same sledgehammer a sledgehammer that she used to break her kneecaps, to smack her in the chin and turn her head all the way 180 around.
Jeez.
Y'all think horror movies are bad? A horror manga will have you not want to go fucking take your trash out for a week.
Yeah, that's true. I've actually been with him for like nearly a week, and he hasn't taken out his trash once.
I swear to God, that manga literally made it so it's like, I don't want to go to my trash can. No, I'm not taking out the fucking trash. There might be some evil fucking demon child looking to be my little sister, and I'm not having that today.
So what you're telling me is, so far for the past couple of weeks or months, you haven't taken out the trash, and you haven't eaten chicken.
Hey. Chicken and trash are not been my thing, okay? Because I'm not trying to turn to no chicken and start eating all the little people out there. And I ain't trying to get no fucking little girl. It's like, do you need a little sister?
That's a trick question. Let me go think about that. I'll be back to you on that one.
I'm not going to answer that right now because I know if I say yes or no, I'm going to die. If I say yes, you're going to integrate yourself into my life and kill me. Or, oh yeah, let me tell you about that one too. This is going to be the last one that I'm going to finish off with for this manga because, again, we already did the spoiler alerts in the beginning of this, so anyways.
So flip of our audience.
Whatever. Whatever. I'm expected to get called all types of names. They're going to hate us. We're going to have some haters and people who love us. I don't give a damn. Anyways.
Hate me. Yeah.
Ipitsu. Towards the end of this fucking manga, the girl gets the guy to be her fucking brother. But she tortures him day in and day out by force feeding him trash. Literal trash. Garbage. Beats him when he doesn't follow the expectations of the perfect brother in her head. And she has successfully killed off his sister and his mom and dad.
Damn. The whole family?
The whole damn family.
At least the dog is okay.
Only for the end of the manga, for him to try to plead for his life by saying, I don't want you as my sister, but I can have you as my best friend. That's the best that I can do if you'll leave me alone. And here's the fucked up part. The little bear she carries around, that is her best friend.
Oh.
So guess what that means? She eviscerates the main character, takes out all his organs, and places him in the bear so that he can now be her best friend while she goes off and looks for her fucking brother. That is the end of this goddamn manga.
Oh, geez.
No happy ending. No, he got away. No, this goddamn spirit claimed his organs to be her best friend in a stuffed bear, which she washed in one scene of the manga, and when she washed it, the water that she washed turned black.
Ew.
I'm telling you, if you're gonna read Ibitsu, don't eat, don't drink like I've been drinking, because I guarantee you, you're gonna fucking throw the fuck up. Because not only that, but they also throw in a little sneak chapter that has nothing to do with the story. It's just another little horror scene from a whole totally different manga that has nothing. I literally like to look for this manga. This manga doesn't exist. It's just another fucking chapter they threw in it for no goddamn reason. And it was these kids that were exploring this old mannequin storage place where these mannequins, which now I don't trust fucking mannequins now. Now I know how Markiplier feels. Fuck mannequins, okay? They're evil. They want our skin. This manga had these mannequins, had a group, like 4 people, 2 men, 2 girls, explore this haunted mannequin place because this guy who lived there died, and he loved making mannequins because he was tired of the human form, and he thought that mannequins were the perfect form. But when he died, these mannequins started to come to life on their own, but they wanted to become human so bad to the point where they would literally not even kill people. They would rip the skin off of living humans.
That's some pyramid head shit.
Just to wear it so that they could look normal.
Spoiler alert, they didn't look normal. So what you're saying is
that is Ibitsu.
Chicken,
Chicken,
trash,
chicken,
and mannequins.
Chicken, dumpsters, mannequins. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with chickens, dumpsters, and fucking mannequins. I'm done. Now, to the more fun part of our segment, where we are going to have a lot of fun talking about it, and at the same time, we're also a little pissed off because you as a community are sensitive as fuck.
Wait. Let's not jump into that yet. Let's talk about
I'm already tipsy, so I'm a little already at that level, but I just wanted to say that you as a community are sensitive as fuck.
All right, so of course what we're talking about is we're talking about the Rising of the Shield Hero. We saw the premiere actually on Sunday, right? Correct?
Yeah,
Sunday?
So just so you know, this guy has actually what I was saying in the last episode, how I would love to have a premiere manga account so I could get free mangas like early before they get released. Well, he has a premiere anime account where he does get these animes a little bit earlier before they get released. So we checked it out like Sunday or Monday.
Sunday,
One of those.
I think
it was Sunday because you left on. Yeah, you left Monday.
Yeah.
So yeah, we checked it out on Sunday.
Yeah, so we were able to watch it. I watched it like 3 times that same day, actually.
Man, you always catch up to me when I go on my rants. It's so
funny.
Yeah,
it gives me time. so anyway, we were able to catch.
Oh shit! I almost fell out of my
Okay. So I was I watched the premiere of The Rising of the Shield Hero on Sunday. Rather than the Wednesday, I told you guys we should be able to see it because that's the debut for the official debut. But then I got some notification telling me about, hey, you can watch it now. Actually, I made a video on it this past Monday, about how I was lucky to see it and whatever, and how I was going to talk more about it on the podcast because that means content. So, and I don't have official Monday content, so it allows me to kind of just mess around whatever I want on Mondays. So that being said, we were able to watch it, and we actually did enjoy it thoroughly. We can both say that.
Yeah, we can say that.
So of course, that being said, as a premiere, I would definitely, it ticked off the, if I had a checkbox, it ticked off the mark. For most of the things on the, for a premiere, I actually did thoroughly enjoy it. I did find, the way they presented things were a little bit different from the manga, as we know. We knew it was going to happen, because it's inevitable with any anime or manga and such as that. For example, the night that all the heroes spent together talking a little bit more about their worlds and such as that.
Oh, yeah.
Which was, different from the manga. And
a little bit different, yeah.
Another thing that I do officially like is they actually now straight up said that they're all from different versions of Japan.
Yeah, it's actually
that.
very interesting. So yeah,
it makes it a lot easier for me to understand.
It is, because in the manga they didn't really explain too well why these heroes didn't quite have a good understanding of each other, but it's because they literally are from different, not even different time periods of Japan. It's literally different versions, different universes of Japan. So they all come from like the same time period, like they're literally the same time period.
Exactly.
But it's complete different versions. It's complete parallel universe. So each one, in the anime, well, I had to burp for a second. Sorry. No, another one. So in the anime, 3 of these heroes have all played different video games compared to what they've been brought to the life they've been brought into, while our main character hasn't played any type of video game at all.
That's like this.
That resembles what these other 3 have played.
Exactly.
And that's where it gets a little interesting.
And the weird thing is, as you know, he even says, he plays a lot of video games. You can actually look in his room.
Yeah.
He actually does play, if you watch the anime premiere. Also, there's going to be spoilers. Of course, we're going to go into spoilers into the first episode. And also, we're going to be talking about the manga a little bit later. Sort of like a cinch of it. But as you know, like you look in his room, he does play, indeed, a lot of video games.
Oh, yeah.
But they don't resemble anything he's ever played.
They don't resemble
at all. And it's actually a cool concept, I believe, to it. And it probably explains why all these copyright different names like McRonald's exist. And
right,
these anime, and these goggles, not Google, exist in these different universes for anime.
Honestly, it's a very good anime, and as a start off to the anime from the manga, it really has. It collected a good amount of story from the manga, and even added on parts that were a little bit left out of the manga. Of course, there were some things in the anime that weren't thrown into the manga. That's just like little minor details that really
small things that were
really I'd have to care about them.
Yeah.
To even remember them. I've been drinking, so I can't remember what they were.
Yeah, I was like, I hope you're not gonna ask me because I'm not gonna.
But I definitely do remember there were certain things in the manga that didn't show up in the anime, and I cannot fucking remember what they were.
Well, the whole scene with the priest, like for example, like they showed that in the anime.
The priest.
Where everyone dropped down and they were just like, "Oh, heroes, we summoned you," and then they were like, and then not that just that scene alone. But the fact that the heroes were actually in denial and wanting to, first of all, to just become heroes. Because in the manga, they were like, oh, well, we're going to become heroes? Okay, we'll do it. Where in the anime, they're actually making demands as soon as they get there. And this is why I was saying that the way they set the tone for the anime was actually really done well. I didn't go too far in depth with it on Monday because since the premiere technically was on Wednesday, I didn't want to, spoil too much into it.
Right.
But they basically already established that the other heroes are kind of dicks. Basically. They, the way, if you read the manga, it takes a little bit longer to realize they're kind of dickish. Of course, with a false accusation, technically, I don't think they're dicks. They're just ignorant to the situation.
Hang on, give me a hot second.
Oh, yeah, go. Wait. Remember? This thing. Yeah. All right, you good? Yeah. He's gonna. Yeah, we're sharing, actually, the audio thing. I want to make sure he didn't walk off and.
Sorry about that. Had to go take care of some business real quick.
I wanted to stop him before you. Renaud, make sure you're.
I think I'm good.
Right, that's good.
I'm plugged in. Hang on, let me double check one thing. Bloop! Yep.
All right, cool. So, all right. Anyway, for example, the way it works for the anime and difference to the manga is they already established straight up. The other 3 heroes are kind of dicks. You kind of learn all about that a little bit later in the manga that they're kind of first you went from they were like, oh, we're ignorant to the whole situation to, yep, I'm a dick now.
Yeah, total dick.
Yeah. So immediately I would have to say that it did help establish that right away. And so because if you just read if they went the same exact way as they did in the manga, it would probably take a little bit longer to realize he was kind of that they're kind of jerks.
Yeah.
It would take a little bit too long, I think, actually, for that. And we already, like we said, actually we were wrong on a prediction to where they were going to stop the first episode because the premiere episode was actually 45 minutes long. which was
Which
I wasn't expecting.
It was a pretty good. It had a really good length time.
Yeah.
And honestly, I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, I really. That was a good.
It made my heart happy to see a manga that I really enjoyed to actually come out into the anime adaptation. It was good.
It's one of those. Actually, that's how it kind of felt towards Citrus.
Yeah,
actually,
it was
sort of like
good.
that. Where Citrus wasn't like amazing.
Ooh, that breeze kicked up, didn't it?
I know, right? Yeah, it did.
It just rolled around the back of my neck like it was nobody's business.
Nice to meet you.
Right. Hello, wind.
But
hello, Mother Nature. Like, you want to greet yourself first?
Like, I hope you guys experience this once in a while, where like you're reading a manga, you really love it, you really enjoy it, and then all of a sudden they're just like, surprise, we're having a freaking anime coming out. It's like, it makes you feel good.
I felt last week about Kengan Ashura. It's like, wait, they have an anime adaptation? That's gonna be fun.
So
I can't wait to see that brutal fucking martial arts
it's gonna be metal
in movement.
I know, right? I can't wait to watch all the pain.
There's literally one scene where one character chokes another character with his own goddamn arm.
Gee, that's metal.
Metal as fuck. And guess what? It's a character that's good at fucking grappling, so that's even better.
Yep, that's how it goes.
That twist.
Whew. But
character good at grappling gets choked out. Ain't nothing better than that plot twist.
Surprise, motherfucker. But anyway,
my turn.
We of course enjoy. We both enjoyed the anime adaptation premiere episode.
Oh yeah,
very much. We
very
actually
much
enjoyed. But of course, because it is the internet, and of course, we are in a society that is a little bit more sensitive to the content that comes out. I actually saw this today. Like I heard about the controversy actually days earlier. Like maybe days after the premiere that I saw it on, but the controversy that's around controversy. I put quotation marks on it because it's not really controversy. They're just trying to make it as such. Where a lot of people see the way it started off. If you read the manga and you've seen the premiere episode, they see it as very sexist or misogynistic.
They really do.
Toxic masculinity and such as that.
They do.
And it honestly, the best part is I was reading an article about it on my phone while buying this, and I was just trying my best not to laugh and just start ranting to myself in the middle of the story.
Where's the fucking article? It's gonna be.
So
here we go.
It was. Oh, you actually already have it right here.
Oh no,
that's not it.
No, that's the episode order. Wrong thing. Hang on.
But anyway, I'm gonna continue. Basically, the whole
Kengan Ashura got a fucking smart game.
God damn it. Well, I'll pull it on my phone. Maybe it'll already be still there. Yeah, it's still here. So here you go. You can just read it off mine if you want to. Already have it coming up. But basically, a lot of people thought the whole false accusation. Here you go. The whole false accusation claim that starts off the series was a little much. They thought that it was actually a terrible plot line for the series, where if you don't read the manga, like...
Oh yeah, here we go. Crunchyroll is the rising of the Shield Hero anime attacked by feminists and social justice warriors. Because in the very first episode, a woman managed to use her family wiles to
basically screw over.
To basically fuck over a man who, in a entirely separate universe, with a whole different justice system. I'm still kind of pissed. I don't even know where I was going with that. I was just like,
with false sexual assault claims. Basically, it was a false rape claim. If you read the manga and you saw the first premiere episode, you understand. And the reason why I think that they went with this route for a character in this genre is because if you look at isekai genre anime or manga, it's typically the same thing where new guy comes to a world or gets reincarnated into a powerful being.
Pretty much,
and that's how it usually works. And then he has the best life ever.
That's pretty much how it goes.
I think they went with this way so they can literally have the main character start from here to dropping to the bottom. Which I think
very bottom.
Yes, because remember, not only is it just the bottom, but in this country, you get executed to death
for any type of rape assault, which means all you feminists out there who are feeling like, oh, this is an attack on women, women are not that bad. Women never do anything bad. Women don't do anything vindictive. Let me tell you something about this fucking anime, okay? The shield hero inside this country is considered a goddamn sin. He's not supposed to be summoned inside the country that he's in. Which means that for the princess of this country, she would hate him. Yep. Which means everything she did to try to make sure that he would be either getting rid of, or just so that he would only be used, she's gonna fucking do. Why? She's the princess of the fucking nation.
Spoiler.
Her father even had this as a plan. Her and her father made this as a plan. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
Because for some of you out there who just want to judge a goddamn first episode of an anime because, oh, rape accusation? That's fucked up. At least he didn't fucking rape her.
And
they could have gone totally left and said, yeah, he raped her and got away with it. How would you have felt then?
And let me point out that in this justice system,
damn!
if you were to rape someone, you're to be executed.
I'm pissed, damn it!
Like you would literally be executed. You wouldn't stand a chance in this society if you were to rape someone. So, are you telling me that as feminists or SJWs, that someone being punished by death and the only reason he didn't get killed
is because he's a fucking hero.
Exactly.
That's the only reason why he didn't get punished, because they actually need him to fight the waves that come into play. Because honestly, if these only attack heroes, literally, in the anime and the manga, these heroes, whatever weapon they're given, they can only use that weapon. Not different variations of that weapon. They can't go out and buy a whole different spear, shield, sword, arrow, or bow. No. Only the weapon they came with to the world is what they can use. That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
And to that being said, also, another thing that's I think a lot of people don't understand is the fact that even though, guess what? Like, the thing I did read about this, like a lot of people had a problem with, was they're saying we don't like how he acted so cold to the village after this happened, and it's just like this shows that this toxic masculinity, and I was just like, no, how can you think about it? You're telling me if you had someone accuse you as a rapist, and then you expect me, and then without having justice to you, you're not going to feel some resentment towards the people that mistreat you?
That's true, because here's a good example. Law and Order SVU had an episode where a music teacher was framed to be a child molester, only for the SVU department to find out that these kids were lying because these girls were lying because he didn't want to have them as their lead. He changed up on them. He found someone better. And because he found someone who was better and more talented at singing than them, they decided, let's frame him to be a child molester. And guess what? It worked. His business, his teaching career, his whole entire, he was a gay man. And his whole life came to a fucking end because of two girls that decided to molest the little boy themselves in order to frame him. We didn't know controversy about that? Y'all want to have some controversy about something? Talk to me about that one. Damn! Got me pissed off for no reason.
It's okay.
Shit!
It's okay. It's okay. You're going to be just fine. But the issue is, honestly, when it comes to it,
fight me, ho!
I'm trying to stay focused. But seriously, as an animated series or just a manga art and such as that, a lot of people were thinking that this is toxic masculinity, where it's not.
It's not toxic masculinity.
They're literally.
This guy went into a whole nother world.
Yep.
Thinking he was gonna help it. He really went into this world thinking he was going to make a fucking difference.
Yep.
Only for the entire world that he thought he was going to make a difference for to fuck him over. You can see it in the first episode. If you really watch the first episode without your biased mindset,
your goggle
vision of, oh, this is fucked up because I'm a feminist and the way I view the world is right. No. View it as, wow. For a storyline, this guy got fucked.
Yeah, like they're not seen as...
He got summoned into a world that he didn't want to come to, forced him to become a hero he didn't want to become, and then got accused of the worst crime you could be accused of besides murder.
Pause right there real quick, because my camera's about to die. What I think that we should do is I forgot my charger back at home.
Oh, that's okay.
I might actually, what I'll do is, because I want to keep drinking, keep talking.
Right.
I might actually leave, go get my charger, because I would love to keep talking about this. So enjoy this short commercial break.
Right, short commercial break.